In today's video, I'm going to break down my new independent spacey lo-fi track called Interstellar Drift. It's been a while that I released my spacey lo-fi. I want to experiment more and try something different. I hope you find some inspiration in this video. Let's dive in. So in this track, I'm inspired by this preset because when I open up the sounds, then I play some chord on my MIDI controller, then give me a lot of inspiration. I have to make spacey vibe in this track. This is a preset called Shooting Star from Piano Colors. And I don't know why when I using the MIDI to export the final track, sometimes in the piano color they will change it a bit the sounds. That is why I always bounce and place to a wave file. Make sure the sounds won't be changed later on. So basically the sounds before the plugins will be like this. Already sounding so good. I really like this preset, and that is why I always love to find some preset and play around, and then you can base on that preset and expand as a new track. Not always start with the same piano and same preset. You can experiment more musical type. So after that, I'm trying to add something to make the sounds more beautiful. Then I just EQ to cut some frequency and also the beam. This is from Lunacy Audio. I got it recently, and also got a video right here that I used this plugin for making ambient music and sound design. This is a very nice plugin, and then I try to use as much as I can to try this plugin out in this spacey lo-fi track. And then I choose this preset and add some spacey texture vibe and add a bit of the RC20 to keep it more warm, so the sounds will become like this. So you can hear that when I take it off the beam, and after edit the beam, there will be more texture and also more spacey vibe. This is what I really like. So for the compressor, I will explain later on after the drums come in. So in this reverse, it is also a sounds from Piano Color. Basically, it is a reverse pad sounds. Then I also bounce in place and EQ RC20, and then will be sounds like this. The sounds already so good. Just 2 layers and you got this texture. So after that, I keep trying to make it more sound spacey, more wider. That is why you can see I added a lot of pad sounds here. So the first pad sounds, basically it is also from Pigments because I don't have a lot of synth sounds, but I really enjoy these plugins. They got a lot of beautiful sounds. Then also EQ and added a Bahara Supermassive to make it super wide. So the sounds will be like this. This one I just want to add a beat texture because the main will be my pad 4, like putting under to layer up more a bit to make the sounds more depth. So in the pad 4 will be more movement, and also from pigments, this black hole pack sounds, and also EQ, and then I added this fragment. It is also a granular plugin. They got a lot of movement to give it your pad sounds more wider. And also I added room for the reverb, so the sounds will be like this. So the next thing is I feel like the intro, I want to add the bass sounds from the intro until the end of the track because I feel like still missing some low end. I want to add from the beginning. So this bass sounds, it is also from Pigments, this preset, and then I just add EQ all together. You can hear the bass is very important. So now I'm going to talk about the drums, and then I will go back to talk about another layers that I add in. So in this track, I usually don't add too much on the drums because I'm a person that I enjoy making the instrument layer rather than the drums part. So in this track, I still make it very simple. I added 2 shaker, just one pan left, one pan right, and I don't have to make the automation. So I just make the pattern like this, and then one pan a bit left, one pan a bit right. So I feel like this is the farthest way to make the panning, because when every time I draw the automation, I feel like very slow the process. Then the kick pattern, I make it the pattern is the same. And then for the snap sounds, I add a lot of reverb, EQ, and added a delay. So the sounds will be like this. So when I combine the drums together, it will be like this. So in the second part of the track, I started added one more per sounds, and this technique I also shared in the Beam video. So basically the first sounds is like this, and I'm using Phyto to randomly found a preset, and the sounds will be like this. Super crazy, right? And then I added the beam for using this preset. Then the sounds will become like this. So you can hear more texture in the background, right? And then I don't want the low end, so I cut it off all the low end. After that, I bounce in place to make it as a wave file. Then I cut again the frequency that I don't like. It is make it very, very subtle. Then add this plugin to make it more warm. And also this is a free plugin you can download if you don't have RC20. This is perfect to use it for more lo-fi sound. And also I added a tremolo to make more movement. So it will be like this. So you can hear the go everywhere between your ears. So in the drum bass, I love to add a compressor to groove it a bit of my drums. So basically, the drum is just like that. So why did I just talk about my drum first? Because you can see my kick pattern, it is very stable, right? So because I'm put my compressor on every track, you can see every track I got the compressor because I want all the track to ducking it at the same time. So now you can hear when I combine all together, they will duck at the same time. That is why I put the compressor in every layer. That because I want everything ducking at the same time. So next up, I feel like I can add some string sounds to make it more like cinematic feelings. So this is the string sounds from native instruments, and I EQ and add some reverb, compressor, sidechain to the kick. Then I add this transit for the automation that I will show you later. And then I add one more compressor and also the gain. For the transit, it is very easy to add some more movement. So basically, I only need to control this knob and then they will automatically to control everything together at the same time. And also I got a video to share how to use this plugin in here. You can also check that out. So now you can see the automation right here will be add more movement in this sound. So you can hear the ducking sound, it is because I'm sidechain to the kick, right? And also I automate a bit here to make the second part of the string will be more lower of the volume because I want to keep the space of my new layer of the pad. Because in this track I don't want to add a lot of melodies. That is why I want to make more movement. So I want to experiment more automation to give it more movement in this track rather than using melodies. So this vocal also from Alchemy, and then I also add the beams, find a preset that I like, and then also compressor, EQ. So I also added a flanger in this vocal. This is from Native Instrument, and I just want to have flanger on this part. So I just use the automation to bypass later on. In this part, I just open up in here. So the sounds will be like this. After bypass will be like this. Just add some more characters in this part. So next up, I added pad 2 and pad 3. And pad 2, it is also a sounds from pigments in this preset. And then EQ, compressor, and gain. So for the gain, I just automate because I want some more movement for the sounds more ups and down. Because this sounds is like a sound effect that I want to make it like in and out like that. It is sounds like this. So next up, this is a FX sounds, also from Piano Colors, and then I also add a beam to just play around to get some different sounds That is super fun. And then I added a delay, EQ, and tremolo, add more movement, and also the compressor that I changed to the kick. After that, the last pad, it is also from Pigments in this preset. And then I think I adjust a bit, but I forgot which type I twisted a bit. So also EQ, reverb, RC20, and also add the flanger on it. So also automate the micro 4. Just want to add some more movement. So in the last part, I take it out the shooting star. Just give it the reserve one. So I added one sample here. Also been to add some sound design and delay, stereo delay, and reverb. After that, put it in the background. So I also added some transition. The sounds is from Pigment, and I choose a sounds that I feel like I can turn it up to the transition and add EQ, reverb, delay, compressor, transit for the automation. Also one more reverb. Also just automate this slot and then to make it sounds like this. So I put the in, break, and out of the track. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment below, do you want me to make more around Spacey lo-fi video? And also, don't be afraid to experiment the music that you love. See you in the next one.